few years ago, you always heard, oh, Tuesday's the best day to buy flights, or Wednesday's the best day to buy flights. Is that completely dead now?
It is. It is. And um, that's another one of those that was true a few decades ago, but is no longer the case. And the reason why is that for when airlines and OTAs first started selling tickets online, uh, this was like internet web 1.0, like it was very kind of rudimentary. And so they would load their fares on like once a week or so. Like it would be very, like it was not a dynamic thing like it is today. And so that once a week would be, differ for each airline. Would be like, might be Tuesday at 1 p.m. for some airlines, or like Wednesday at midnight. And so that's where this notion came in. It's like you want to check on those airlines or on those OTAs right after they load their fares, because they might have like 10 seats available for that cheapest price. And so you want to get one of those 10 seats before they sell out. So that was true a number of years ago, but it hasn't been the true for at least 20 years. And the reason, let's say like at least 10 to 15 years. And the reason why is nowadays, airfare, I mean, it's gotten super complex. The algorithms that determine airfare, what it costs to fly from any given point, and especially contingent on the routing, is light years more complex than it used to be. And so therefore, like, the price is actually nowadays, it's not changed. It's not like once a week where the fares are being loaded. Airfare is changing by the hour, if not by the minute. Like it's constantly pinging around. So there's really no best time of the week or best time of the month or best time of the day to book. Like cheap flares can pop up really anytime.
Okay. And so as a consumer, it's just, is it just kind of hit or miss, or is it setting up these services that email you like Scott's Cheap Flights or Airfare Watchdog, or, how does this impact the consumer nowadays? And are at a big disadvantage now for this?
I wouldn't say at a big disadvantage, because there are a lot of really good things happening. Like right now, we are living in the golden age of cheap flights. Like it has never been cheaper to fly from the U.S. over to Europe or over to Asia than it is today, and that's a glorious thing. Like that's really, really, man, I wish it had been this cheap to travel, 10 years ago when I'd just gotten out of college and was doing a lot of my sort of backpacking days. And because it is so cheap to travel nowadays, like it's much more likely that you're going to see $350, $400 round trip flight to Europe than you would have. Like those were unheard of 10 years ago. That being said, airfare has gotten much more complex and much more like unpredictable and irrational in terms of when it is, when it's going to drop, like how, like what, whether any given route is going to drop or not. Because it's gotten so unpredictable and irrational, like there's two ways I figure to go about it. Like you can either spend hours and hours and hours every day searching for flights, trying to find the best deals, hoping that you like happen to be there when something really good pops up, or it be, outsourcing that work to us. Like that's essentially what we've tried to do is we figure like, look, for most people, a flight is just a means to an end. It's a necessary thing you have to do in order to be able to travel. But most people don't super enjoy like spending hours and hours and hours on Google Flights, on Kayak, on Expedia. So for us, we actually, weirdly enough, we do really enjoy that, but spending all those hours on there. But B, like, because any given deal, you never know when it's going to pop up. We tell people, look, sit back, relax. We will do all the searching, and when those really good deals pop up, we'll send you an alert and let you know. And that way, people don't have to think about it. They can go about their day knowing that, like, as soon as something really good pops up, we're gonna ping them and let them know. And that way, that they know they're not going to miss anything, but they don't have to be like constantly worried. Oh shoot, should I be doing more? Should I be searching? Like as soon as they're there, we're gonna find it and we'll let you know.
Yeah.